What if one of the biggest reasons people stay poor has nothing to do with their income? In fact, two people can earn the exact same salary and end up with completely different financial futures. One builds wealth, the other struggles paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because getting rich isn't just about making more money, it's about avoiding the habits that slowly destroy wealth. In this video, we're breaking down 8 habits that keep you poor, why they're so dangerous, and what financially successful people do differently. The crazy part is that most of these habits feel completely normal. Millions of people do them every day without realizing the damage that they're causing. A purchase here, a little decision here, a small habit repeated over and over again. Individually, they seem harmless, but over years, they can cost you tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. The good news, though, once you identify these habits, you can start changing them immediately. The first habit that keeps you poor is spending every dollar you earn and not saving it all. Because no matter how much money comes in, if it all goes right back out, then you're just in a cycle that repeats over and over again. According to Federal Reserve survey data, a significant percentage of Americans would struggle to cover an unexpected emergency expense with cash. Not because they earn nothing, but because they save nothing. The problem with spending everything is simple: it leaves you financially fragile. Every unexpected expense becomes a crisis, every job loss becomes an emergency. Meanwhile, wealthy people understand a simple principle: you don't build wealth with what's left after spending. You build wealth by spending what's left after saving. And once you see the second habit, you'll understand why many people stay trapped in this cycle forever. The second habit is financing everything: the car, the phone, a vacation, electronics. Modern life makes borrowing feel normal, and that's exactly what makes it dangerous. Because every monthly payment steals a little bit of future income. Credit card interest rates today commonly exceed 20%. Think about that. Many investors would be thrilled with consistently earning 10%, yet millions are paying double that just to borrow money. Every payment reduces flexibility, delays investing, and makes building wealth harder for you. Just this habit alone can add up to hundreds of thousands of dollars over a lifetime. The third habit that keeps people poor is spending money for appearances. Luxury cars, designer brands, expensive gadgets, the latest trends. Many purchases aren't made because they're needed, they're made because they're visible. Here's the ironic part to it, though: most people are too focused on themselves to think about what you bought or have. Research in psychology reportedly shows that material purchases create only temporary boosts in happiness. The excitement fades, but the debt remains. Meanwhile, many self made millionaires drive ordinary vehicles and live surprisingly modest lifestyles because they understand something most people don't. Looking wealthy is expensive, but being wealthy is better. And confusing those two goals can delay financial freedom for decades. The fourth habit is waiting too long to invest. Many people tell themselves they'll start investing later, when they earn more, when the market improves, when life settles down. But later often becomes never. The power of investing isn't just how much you invest, it's how long your money has to compound. Historically, the stock market has averaged roughly 10% annual returns over a long period of time. That means every year you delay can dramatically reduce your future wealth. The wealthy understand that investing isn't about perfection, it's about participation, because time is often more important than timing. And the next habit is one that quietly destroys both time and money. The fifth habit is spending hours consuming entertainment but almost no time improving skills. Think about it. Tons of people spend hours every day scrolling social media, watching random videos, or consuming content that adds little value to their future. Yet they rarely spend time learning high income skills or working towards creating something that is their own, like learning a hobby or a business. Any skill that you learn can help give you options: sales, marketing, negotiation, leadership, communication. The marketplace rewards valuable skills, and skills often determine income. The wealthiest people in the world never stop learning because they understand something important: your income usually grows when your value grows. And that's difficult to achieve if all your free time disappears into endless consumption. The sixth habit is surrounding yourself with people who normalize bad financial decisions. Be careful who you surround yourself with. Human beings naturally adapt to their environment. If everyone around you overspends, overspending feels normal. If everyone around you complains but never takes action, stagnation feels normal. Researchers have long found that behavior is heavily influenced by social groups. The people around you shape your expectations, your habits, and even your goals. This doesn't mean abandoning friends. It means being intentional about who influences your thinking. Because if you're constantly surrounded by people moving in the wrong direction, it becomes much harder to move in the right one. The seventh habit that can keep you poor is not knowing where your money goes. Ask many people how much they spent last month, and they have no idea. How much they spent eating out, no idea. Subscriptions, shopping, impulse purchases, no idea. But what isn't measured is difficult to improve. Imagine trying to lose weight without ever stepping on a scale, or trying to run a business without looking at revenue. Tracking spending isn't restrictive, it's awareness. And awareness creates control. You can even start tracking small expenses over the course of a week or a month to get an idea of where you're at. Numbers are important because they reveal reality. Number eight is the most dangerous habit, and that's living without a financial plan. This is where nearly every other habit begins, because without a destination, every decision becomes random. You save occasionally, invest occasionally, spend randomly, hope things work out. But hope isn't a financial strategy. Studies constantly show the people who establish clear written goals are significantly more likely to achieve them. Why? Because goals create direction. Direction creates action, and action creates results. If you want a better future, you need to create a plan for it. And that's the real reason for this entire video. Because staying poor usually isn't caused by one catastrophic decision, it's caused by small habits repeated for years and years. The good news? That means wealth can be built the exact same way, one smart habit at a time. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe and let me know in the comments below, which of these 8 habits do you think keeps most people poor? And which one have you personally struggled with the most? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.